trying to go live for the past um, 30 minutes, and I'm reminded that some of the reasons why Michael Zuber suggested going live for 50 days is to um, not have to worry about technical issues or editing and some other things. And today, let me tell you, it has been a struggle. So I usually go live on the Riverside FM app, but it's not working. At first, I thought it was me, but I'm like, but I've been using it ever since I got here. But eventually, something came up that said that they're having technical issues, and they don't realize how it's inconveniencing my life. But anyway, I'm so happy that I'm not one of those people to like panic. My only issue right now is that I was hungry and I'm 30 minutes late for dinner. But nevertheless, I am here. Hi, Veronica. um, I tried going live on my computer, on my laptop directly in YouTube, but I haven't done it that way yet. And I've gone live on YouTube on my phone, and I figured, let me just use that. So we're here. We're gonna do it because we're showing up for ourselves, regardless of what or of whatever. Anyway, welcome back to Antonia's Blissful Corner. Um, Today makes day 13 of my 25-day Go Live journey. I was about to say challenge journey. And this is inspired by Michael Zuber. I was watching an episode of Think Media Podcast, and he was talking about, I think it was his second year of YouTube, and he decided to go live for 50 days straight so that he can basically, become consistent, show for himself and basically, you know, make it happen and not have to worry about excuses or tech issues or delaying due to editing and such. And so I decided that 50 days just sound very ridiculous in my brain. So I decided that I'm going to do 25 days. I might do an additional 25 after the first one, but 25 just seems more digestible to me. Um, Anyway, so today we're going to talk about why introverts celebrate canceled plans. I mean, what's crazy is like when I was thinking about it today, I thought about the many times that I had plans, whether because sometimes we in an extroverted or crazy moment decide to go and create plans, and we pray to God that in the middle of summer it will snow. Let something happen so that the plans will cancel. Not because I want them to, even though I want them to, but let something happen to cause it to be canceled, right? And I will say that there is this myth that introverts don't like people. That's a myth. We don't like a lot of people, but there's some people that we like. And it's not that we don't like them, it's just that their energy sometimes is just draining. And so, yeah. So it's not that we don't like people, it's just that sometimes like it's difficult to be around certain people, and it is what it is, right? So the reality of it is when plans fall through, we do indeed celebrate, right? It's almost as if like we think it's like New Year's Eve, and we're basically in our brains like the bombs are going off in our brains, like yay! And I don't know, like I feel like the older I get, the more I appreciate my alone time, and the more selfish I become with my calendar. There are times when I have nothing planned, and people need to understand that nothing is something. I'm not one of those people that need to have a full calendar. Like there were times in the past, like if I didn't have like, especially like during COVID when we didn't have much to do or we couldn't go anywhere because we were on lockdown. And I feel like the summer passed and I didn't do anything. Meaning like I didn't, because I was so accustomed to basically doing things on the weekend. And when the summer ended, I was like, wow, I didn't do anything. And I told myself, well, next year, I'm going to make certain that I have something planned every weekend. And last year, I didn't. This year, it's even worse. Like this year, I was like, for me, my plans basically going to the park, walk, watch turtles, speak to the ducks and the geese or whatever have you, and go home. Because for me, it's like more peaceful. I love my alone time. People think that when people are alone, they're lonely. That is a myth. That's a big old lie from the pits of hell. Being alone is wonderful, and I feel sorry for people who do not like their company because something is wrong with them. I mean, I'm not a doctor, I'm not trying to diagnose anyone, but I know that for me and my company, I love being by myself. um in when I'm by myself, I like today, this morning I went for my walk on the beach by myself. I love doing that. And then I went with the group for a walk up some hills. I loved it. That came back and went by the beach for a little bit, actually longer than I needed to, because by the time I got back to the room, mommy was about to leave me for breakfast. Can you imagine? But anyway, thank God she didn't. And then after that, we relaxed a little bit, and then I went back to the beach and had my little solo photo shoot, and played in the water for about an hour and a half. Found some rocks that I'm taking back home. My alone time, right? Um, I don't know, like when people make plans now, there are times when I cringe and I'm like, how can I get out of it? There were times when I would literally walk around. I was like, Mommy, I really don't want to go. What can I do? What should I say? Because I'm not one of those people. Like, I'm not quick witted when it comes to basically being untruthful. I cannot, because I feel like you have to. It's too much work to be untruthful, because you have to remember the lie that the lie that you tell and to whom you told it. And so for me, I like to just be straightforward. I mean, I'm at a point in my life now where I'm comfortable saying, like, I don't want to go, and I know that I do not owe anybody an excuse. I can just say I ain't going and be done with it. But there are times when plans, get canceled, and let me tell you, I walk around the house like, yes. Of course, you have to be on the phone like, oh no, really? That is so horrible. I'm so sorry that you have to cancel it. And then sometimes, because like we go too far with acting like we care, we'd be like, so when are you gonna reschedule? Like, I really care. My thing is, if it's canceled, I consider that a gift from the universe. Cause I mean, our spirit know when we want to do something and when we don't want to, right? So therefore, like, if they come and say, here, daughter, here's a cancellation, here's a get out of jail free card, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna run. So no more, oh, I'm so sorry, oh, it's canceled, okay, see you next time, bye. I mean, right? um so it's called life, like. And for introverts, the older we get, the more we protect our peace. You know what's crazy? I feel as if like there are people who say that they're not introverted, or they're not certain. But what they're certain of is that they love their alone time too. Like, the people, I think COVID did help people to realize that they love and appreciate their alone time. So, the more that we introverts like say, I'm introverted, like those over here, like, because you have some people like, they're like, ugh. And then you have someone like, what does that mean? And they're trying to figure it out. Um, but I'm introverted. I am 100% introverted. And while on this trip, I'm realizing exactly how much I'm introverted, because I'm attracting people who are also introverted. I'll talk about small talk another day, but I'm appreciating that I am embracing my journey and embracing who I am, and just being my authentic self, like not caring about the fact that I love canceled plans. I mean, I feel like some people would find that to be weird, or like, they might think that it's awful. I don't know for whom that would be awful, because it ain't for me. Honestly, like, listen, I could have my hair done. I don't do, like, makeup per se. I do, like, like mascara and whatever have you, but I don't do all of the other stuff that most women do. But I dress, and I could have freshly shaved legs and a beautiful outfit on and my hair done. Cancel plan what? Outfit off, nightie on, put my bonnet on my head, and we're just basically chilling and thinking, oh, thank God. It's kind of like when you have to clear your inbox and you delete like 5,000 emails, and you're thinking, oh, I feel so much lighter. That's what that feels like. So yeah, I celebrate without shame. I celebrate. Sometimes I wonder if and when people who used to like me, when they see my messages, what they think. But I'm at the point now where I really don't care. I really don't care, right? Because I feel like if you know me, then you know me. And if you think that this applies to you, then it does. If you don't think it applies to you, then it doesn't. But that, I want to say though, that doesn't mean that introverts should not get invited. Introverts want to be invited. We just want to have the option to say no, which it might be no. But think about it. If you invite us somewhere, then at least you might get a gift, right? Or a prayer. Yeah. I mean, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments, how you feel about cancel plan. Like, do you celebrate like me? I know that I'm not the only one. I mean, yes, see, Veronica agrees. Think of me, yes, but don't expect me to come. And the thing is, it's like, what I'm realizing lately too is that if someone invites me to something far in advance, I forget. Like, and even when it's on my calendar, because I'm actually not really checking my calendar as much, even though the notifications go on, I ignore them. Um, not on purpose. It just happens. Sometimes I'm like just so in my head, doing my thing, literally frolicking in my head, that I forget that I have these responsibilities over here. Like I'm really and truly right now, like living la vida happy. I'm living la vida happy. And that means like I just feel free, right? So I mean, yes, indeed, Veronica. Invite me and I'm gonna send love. That's just how it is. And I feel like one of the things that I'm enjoying about this journey is that when I speak to people who are also introverted, because it isn't until you get into like deep conversation that people will say, I'm introverted too. That actually happened yesterday when I was speaking with someone that was in the group that I traveled with, and we were talking. And honestly, I would have never, because that's the thing, like sometimes you cannot tell off the cuff like people are introverted. And I think it's because those of us who are working on ourselves, we come off more confident, we're more outspoken, or not, but we're more controlled, right? And so this woman, we were talking, and then she said, I'm introverted too. And then she was explaining how she was prior, like, like years before versus how she is now. And every time that happens, it makes me feel good to know that at some point that will be me in terms of being more outspoken, like not loud, but just being more comfortable speaking up in certain spaces. I kind of do now, but not really. The other day I had to ask mommy, how would you do so and so? Sometimes I go to ChatGPT, like, ChatGPT, how should I respond to so and so? Because for some reason we are always considering everyone else's feelings. They don't consider ours though, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get them back. We just won't go to their event. um, yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about the fact that we do celebrate not going. And sometimes it's just not that it's not that we do not want to go. It's just that sometimes when we make plans to go, we really and truly plan to go. It's just that on the day of, the day before, days leading up, we just feel drained, right? It could be the weather. Like if it's gonna rain, like I don't want to go. If we had a long day, I don't want to go. Sometimes we just don't want to go just because we just don't want to go. We're not mean. We're not mean. People think that that I've been told that I'm mean. I don't think that I'm mean. I think that I'm actually a nice person. I think that, and I tell people, if you don't want to hear the truth, then do not ask me because I can't sugarcoat. And I think sometimes when people are real, they are mislabeled as being mean. And I'll take it. Because I feel like sometimes if somebody thinks that a person is mean, then it will bother them. So I think sometimes that's why we allow people to say that we're mean or antisocial or whatever. So that if they think we're mean and they tell everybody else, then everybody else will stay away from us, right? uh, anyway, and the thing about events also is I'm at a place now where if I don't go, I don't care what happened. I'm not one of those people like if I don't go, I'm gonna call and say, "Oh my God, tell me what happened." I don't care. And if someone calls in and try to tell me, I'll be like, "I don't care." Like if I was meant to be, and if I was supposed to know what was gonna happen, then I would have been there to see. So I don't want to waste any brain matter or brain space to um, care too much about what I missed because I didn't miss it. I'm really at a place now where I don't have a fear of missing out. I don't know if I ever truly was that type of person. I think sometimes maybe, but now I'm like, I don't, and I that is exact. That's the exact face. I'd be like, sometimes they keep going on because they can't read this, and then I have to say, I don't want to know. And yeah, it is what it is, though. This is a part of the journey. This is a part of the, being authentic. And I think that it's wonderful when you know that you can stand in your truth. Because at the end of the day, some people will say, "Yeah, I feel that same way too," and some people are like, "You're just a horrible person." And to be fair, none of them should matter to you because at the end of the day, the only opinion that should matter is yours. So therefore, when you need to cancel plan or when plans are canceled, because when you have to cancel it, it's kind of like, oh, it's difficult. But when you get that text that say the sorry, but we're no longer doing such and such. Oh, let the fun begin. It's called life, and I'm grateful for mine. I'm grateful for this journey that I'm on. I'm grateful for discovering that I matter and that I am able to be expressive in this, on this platform. And I do hope that my messages will resonate with other introverts and that they will be somewhat helpful. Please just know that when plans are canceled, you do not have to apologize. It's a gift, right? Don't consider it rejection. It's pretty much redirection. Some things are just not meant to happen. And sometimes when we truly want something, it's called manifesting, right? When you really want something and like your spirit knows, it makes it happen, right? So there are times when I leave home to go to an event, and if there's traffic or flooding or anything like that that's making it a little bit difficult for me to get there, more difficult than usual, I turn around and go home because I just feel like, why fight it? Because sometimes, like when you push and do things that you know that you're not supposed to do, things happen, and then you end up saying, "Dang it, I knew I shoulda, woulda, coulda." That part. So yeah, I am at this space now where I'm giving myself permission to do what feels right to me. Okay. So that's all I have today. And before I go, I will ask that if you have not picked up my book as yet, Unlocking the Introvert, a pocket guide to understanding and interacting with introverts, kindly do so at societyofintroverts.com, Amazon, and everywhere books are sold online. If this message resonated with you, I ask that you kindly subscribe if you have not already. Please like and please share this message with someone who can use it, someone who always feel guilty when plans are canceled or when they have to cancel plans. Let them know that it's fine and that they will be just fine. Thank you for vibing with me on this 25-day journey. And now basically day 13 is done. And I guess now we're pretty much like halfway through this 25 days. Yay! Thank you for sticking with me, Veronica. Love you so much. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great night.